Hey friends and welcome! So today I'm going to take you through how to fly with a toddler. I am going to do a little bit of a recap around what people have already told you online, and then I'm going to tell you something completely new that you probably haven't heard of before. So basically, if you are new to the channel, I am Alina Ghost. I do lots of mum hacks, clean with me, lots of mum videos. So if you're interested in that, please do subscribe. And basically, if you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. I bet you're wondering what's new, right? You've done your research. I know what you're like. You would have seen Emily Norris's video around how to fly with kids. You would have seen the video by Where Next Travel, and you've no doubt bookmarked the Hidden Gems video as well and her hack. So if you haven't seen all of those, I'll make sure to link those down below. But basically, let's do a quick recap for you guys so that you know exactly what you should be doing. Look guys, I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm just saying that these are tips from mums who say that they've done these things and it's helped them loads. Basically, if you don't want to see the recap, do skip to this number now, and let's get straight into it. Basically, first things first, every single mum says snacks are the best because that's the only way we get some peace. Healthy snacks, naughty snacks, all the snacks, just make sure that you've got enough. And actually, I prefer to overpack than underpack. The next thing is drawing and crayons on pencils and colouring in books. Like loads of mums have mentioned this, how it occupies them, and it's so much fun. It's something that you can do, it's something that the kids can do, and it's something that you can do together as well, but it passes the time and gets them like those fidgety hands just occupied. I absolutely love stickers, and this is no different. Stickers are great, so remember that. Sticker books, stickers galore, stickers on like putting them on tops and jumpers and things like that, so it could be lots of fun. Fidget toys, I must say, is quite a new one. I think it came up like 5-10 years ago, and basically it's been the rage with the kids. It's great for ADHD, it's great for all kids who just like to play and like keep their fingers occupied. And obviously there's some puzzles as well, so there's fidget toys that are a little bit like Rubik's Cubes and things like that, so definitely worth keeping that in mind. I must say Play-Doh is quite a unique one, and I'm yet to try it, but I can't wait to do that in 2 days time when we fly out with our 3-year-old toddler as well. I did pipe cleaners. It was so great. He was 2 years old, my son. We went to Cyprus. That was 4.5 hours flight, and it really did keep him occupied, so that's great. Threading is an absolute favourite of ours. My son actually still likes to do that even a year and a half later. Firstly, obviously they start off just poking it, and then as they grow older and they actually manage to pull that themselves, push it in, pull it themselves and thread through the animals that we've got. So I definitely do recommend that one. Keys are such a good one, especially for toddlers. Don't forget that actually you don't have to buy specific toys. You can just give them something that you've already got. Make sure that it's lots of keys, that they can't actually lose it or drop it, or if they drop it, basically you can pick it up and you can see that bundle. But basically just something that they can play with, and that keys is such an easy one. Cars or dolls, and I don't mean to be gender specific here, but cars are an absolute favourite of my son's. It's not even something that I did on purpose, he just absolutely loves them. We've got like an array of them, we've got a collection. So basically whatever your kid likes, make sure to bring that along, especially if it's like something small, like those small little cars that we've got that we can crash together, play, race, you know, lots of fun to be had. So that is a quick recap around all of the things that you can be doing to occupy your toddler when you're flying. Now I'm going to tell you what else you must know. So these tips I'm hoping that really help you and you wouldn't have heard of before, so let's get straight into it. Firstly, be smart about your flying times. Time and time again, I've heard so many mums, even my sister recently said that she would pay extra money to have a better flight time. So basically to fit in within their routine when they're actually awake, rather than actually do it at that weird time when you sort of have to wake up really early at home, nobody's had enough sleep, everybody's grouchy, and then by the time they're on the plane, everybody's overtired, you know. So it's about paying that little bit extra for better flight time. Yes, I understand that it's a luxury and not everybody can afford it, but it's definitely something to think about. One of the things mentioned is to use up that energy before you get onto the plane. Emily Norris did mention the fact that there's a soft play in one of the airports. I don't know which one, but I would actually say be a little bit more realistic. I've never found a soft play in an airport. I will will look out for it. But basically, I recommend actually playing like physical games before you get onto the plane, whether you're hopping on one leg or you're like racing a little bit. I know, try not to get in the way of other people obviously, but like think about physical games where you're using your arms as well. You know, you can play like the clapping game as well, just to keep them moving and get that energy out before we're cooped up in the seat on the plane and we can't move. Next tip I'm going to recommend is actually get the kids to help you. Not only is it great discipline and it's good to help mummy and daddy and the whole family, but it's also a great way to use up that energy again. So you're physically asking them to like either put a backpack on and actually hold that and carry on, or have the luggage, you know, buy a kid's luggage so that it's actually small enough for them to carry along. But it's a great way to get them involved and use up more of that energy. Look, lots of mums mention the fact that a phone or a tablet is a great idea to keep them occupied, especially if you download games and their favorite YouTube videos. However, I would just say make sure you don't play that card too soon. Play that card when you are desperate. So when you think you're desperate, wait a little bit more and then play the card of the tablet or the phone, just so that you have something that you can use to basically keep them quiet and in their seat so that you can have a peaceful flight. Creative thinking is your best friend. Think about what you have in this moment so that they can play that. So for example, toddlers. My toddler absolutely loves, I've mentioned the keys already, but he also loves pulling out cards from a purse. So play or use the things that you have available to you to keep them occupied as well. So you would usually, on average, have a wallet or a purse on you, so just whip that out and get them to play with the cards or even the coins. My son loves coins. Everything is a competition. Honestly, if I say race, or if I say this person, if they do this, they're the winner, then that is the thing that they are going to do. And it's great. It works for everything, for brushing teeth, for getting changed. And why not have something that you can play? Have a think about like a few different types of games that you can play on the plane so that they are occupied. You're basically entertaining them by having a bit of a competition. Don't forget about yourself. Make sure you are nourished. You need sleep, you need food, you need drink. Because if you are grouchy, they will be grouchy as well. And I'm not only talking about the kids, but your partner as well, right? So I am basically saying look after yourself. If you're in a good mood, everybody else will be in a good mood as well. Last but not least, set your expectations to realistic levels. Have a think about the worst case scenario. So I would dread if my son would start screaming and crying on the plane, starting kicking the front, you know, the front seat in front of him, and basically that will be my worst case scenario. So I would then think, what will I do in that situation? If I then know the answer to that, I can act quickly if that does happen. So basically what I recommend is do a bit of like a risk assessment so that you know what you're going to do if that risk or that thing happens on the plane, so that you're not shocked, you're not like stunned, you know exactly what to do, and buff, you're there saving the day. So those are my tips, guys. I hope that they're really useful to you. Have a fantastic flight with your toddlers, enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.